In today's video, I'm going to show you another trick revolving damage modifier. In this case, I'm going to talk about VTOL. Any weapon in the game has land damage, which for this grunt is a laser damage that does 74 DPS damage, and also has a modifier that applies towards aircraft, regardless if they are airborne or landed. In this case, the VTOL for the grunt is 18%. So that means that it will only do 80% of the 74 towards the scout over here. The scout has 89 HP, so without applying the modifier, the grunt should be able to take it down in less than 2 seconds. But in reality, because of VTOL, it's going to take a lot longer. I have a few more examples with a lot of bigger ships, aircraft. And in this case, the damage dealing weapon is going to be the laser of an LLT. So the LLT does more damage than the grunt, but it also has lower VTOL value. In this case, it's 4%. So the three experiments that I'm going to do here is I'm going to bring these three aircraft inside of the LLT's range and see how much time it takes for the LLT to destroy them. So the first candidate is the Armada light air transporter that has 265 HP, the seaplane torpedo gunship which has 1380 HP, and the leech which has over 2000 HP. So let's see how they perform against the LLT. So first of all, you can see that even though the air transporter has low HP, the LLT struggles to destroy it. And if you think that the air transporter is quite difficult to destroy, the other two seem impossible. Okay, enough of this. Now, how can we use this to our own advantage? So, when I first discovered this thing, it was about a year ago, when before the Dragon Claw got nerfed. So the Dragon Claw used to do a lot more damage, and it was quite a pain to destroy it. The usual way to destroy it was to degun it, but because it has a lot more range than the commander has with its degun, I would have to take a lot of damage for my commander in order to degun it. So I found out, because Bar has this way of simulating all the projectiles, I found out that I could use the transporter and block the shots from the Dragon Claw, because the Dragon Claw has only a VTOL of 9%. So as you saw earlier with the LLT and the grunt, if I'm able to land this transporter in front of the Dragon Claw, I have enough time to degun the Dragon Claw and escape without any harm. So let's see this in action. Now, this is really practical in 8v8s, but in 1v1s is not so common that people build dragon claws, and it's not so common that you end up with your commander attacking static defenses. But I found a more practical application for this VTOL trick, and it revolves around the thug. So here I have an LLT and a thug. The LLT has more range and more line of sight. We cannot see the line of sight right now because I'm using cheats, but even with the help of line of sight, or without it, the thug cannot beat the LLT in a 1v1 battle. Let's see this first. Okay, but seeing all the examples before, I know that if I manage to bring a transporter with my thug and put the transporter between the thug and the LLT, I have a chance to block the LLT's laser shots while the thug is still shooting at it. So let's see this in action. So what I normally do is I pick a thug with my transporter, and let's say this LLT is guarding some excesses. So I come at an angle and I land it over here, and then I bring the thug and shield my thug with the transporter. It shouldn't have me. Normally, if I executed that perfectly, the thug wouldn't have taken any damage. So this is a cool trick in order to kill LLTs without damaging your thugs. Hopefully, people will find new ways to use VTOL in order to block shots with aircraft.